Okay, everybody, welcome back to some more Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo. So I'm still continuing on with my first ever blind playthrough, and we're going to pick up straight where we left off. So in the previous episode, Sheriff Nick Reyes here interrupted Ed's session with Dr. Lomas because he has some pressing questions regarding the supposed death of Faye and child, as well as the confirmed murder of his neighbour Sam. So we're trying to get some answers out of Ed, though it doesn't seem as though it's going smoothly. So now we're going to try and get fingerprints off Ed to see if they match with the prints on the gun that murdered Sam. So let's just get straight into it.
Too many people have touched it. And Miller's probably the only one who hasn't.
So we're trying to think, what would Ed have touched so that we can get fingerprints from it? Maybe the top of the alarm clock. Or the cup. Take it without him noticing or offer to fill it. Well, offering to fill it will bring his attention to it. And Ed is quite clearly lost in his own thoughts. So let's try and take it without him noticing.
Too risky.
Okay, maybe not then.
He's right there. And it doesn't look like he's going anywhere.
So let's try and see if he wants a drink.
No. If Miller has seen any detective movies, he'll know what I'm trying to do. Especially being a writer.
Fair play. Well, that is my phone. Ed's phone. Ed's phone.
What if I handed it to him? With some excuse. To look at something. Maybe a picture of this Faye. What did he say she looked like?
Okay, so she has blonde hair with green eyes. That is a very long search. I'm surprised anything came up. Okay. Let's try and get Ed to take the phone. Let's calm him down first.
What am I, Sheriff? A lunatic? A murderer?
Just a suspect.
Right now, you're just a suspect. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's not try and label
What
him
about
too
Esther?
heavily.
We have to find her.
A search party is all set for this afternoon. We'll find her.
And I can't even help. Fucking vertigo.
Right, so now that we've hopefully calmed him down, let's try and get him to take the phone.
There's something I want you to see. You could be a huge help.
Is he that slow?
This was just sent to me. She was seen around the park. Is it Faye?
She was blonde and had green eyes, but no.
Zoom in. Look at the details. Maybe she was wearing a fake nose or something.
No. Sorry, but no.
That's right, get your prints all over it too, Reyes. That'll do nicely.
Hey, Sheriff. Find Esther.
By the way, we found your cap in the ravine.
What cap?
The one with the stars and stripes.
No.
He doesn't seem like a cap man to me. Ooh, well, that's a distressing sound. No, I must admit, Ed doesn't come across as someone that wears hats.
Please, stop. Thanks for what you did before.
Ooh, so we won his
For
favour.
confronting the sheriff.
He appreciated it. Good, good, good. But you were my patient. Where is Pastor? Let's ask if he's okay.
Are you all right?
You know I'm not. Please help me.
Break through!
When the sheriff walked in, you said you had something to tell me, but that it wasn't the time. How about now? Don't hold your tongue.
I'm still missing a piece of the puzzle. Just one. Give me that piece and I'll tell you everything without the fear of hurting you anymore. Before your childhood accident, days, maybe weeks earlier, if that's what I think it is, something your father told you about your mother, or the other way around. Something that made you take sides.
I think I might have something for you. I think, yeah. It was the weekend before the accident. I was completely obsessed with his sea shanty.
That was like one of the worst things I used to see when I was young, when people would get divorced and kids effectively manipulated into hating one of their parents. That's not right.
Well, more than the actual shanty, I had a thing with this verse. I don't even know why.
What verse was it? What did it say?
I thought I heard the old man say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow you will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Oh, the wind
Was it a song though?
Leave her, Johnny, leave her. She shifted green and on well by, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. I hate to say on this road and time, leave her, Johnny, leave her. No crow get loud and rotten grab, and it's time for us to leave her.
Let's rewind to the beginning. Okay, it's just gonna start again.
Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow you will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her.
I would play the same verse over and over.
Why that?
This is
particular
clearly a
verse?
conversation he's overheard.
Maybe because it was Saturday, and I got my allowance on Sundays.
It's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the
let's check it. It's always 3 o'clock in this house. Are all the clocks just broken?
Special Agent Miller, I have an extremely important mission for you.
Well, we all know that this is all in his head, so doesn't really matter what we respond with. We're going to do a check on
Dad,
Jenny.
I was about to check on Jenny.
Relax, Agent Miller. The First Lady's on it. As you may well know, we're in the midst of a Cold War with our worst enemy.
That's it.
The 1,000 sucker kraken.
Forget those fantasies, Miller. This is serious. I'm talking about the darn KGB.
Okay.
Several of their agents.
I'm sure a 9-year-old knows all about the
bombs
KGB.
In one of our top
KGB.
secret submarine bases.
Let's see. I'm going to try and
Only you
pass it
can
on to
tackle this
him.
mission, sir.
Good
Try
point,
and
Miller.
distance
You're
myself.
such a darn genius, Miller. You'll make a fine major. Where was I? Ah, yes. A super dangerous mission. Only an agent with my experience and training can succeed under these circumstances.
But didn't you say you had a mission for me?
And I do, Special Agent Miller.
And that it was super important?
And it is, Special Agent Miller. How important do you think it is to protect the First Lady?
Extremely important, sir.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Did I say Major? Miller, you'll make a fine colonel. Nothing is more important than the First Lady.
And who are we protecting her from, sir?
That's what we need to find out. Precisely that. There's a double agent among us. A traitor.
Ah, I think I see where this is going.
While I'm away on my mission at the top secret submarine base, and I deactivate 1, 2, even 3 bombs, you will become the First Lady's shadow. Follow her wherever she goes, but keep a low profile. Make sure to document any suspicious activity that might help us identify the traitor. And remember, it could be someone close to the First Lady.
Sir, yes, sir.
Good luck, future Colonel Miller. The country's in your hands.
So it would seem that my earlier hypothesis of Maddie having an affair with who I think may very well be the sheriff not only could be true, but it was in fact Ed here that's probably dobbed her in. So let's take the instant camera for evidence, or to obtain evidence. So we also need to take the pictures, expose the double agent, but we need to try and blend in and actually follow her from a safe distance first. So let's establish where Mum is.
It's okay, sweetie.
One thing I did notice earlier throughout the game
Lieutenant Flanagan, do you copy?
is that Maddie does
Do you
in
have an
fact
visual
resemble
of
Faye.
Presidential suite?
Loud and clear, sir.
Good. Let me know when she exits and heads towards the conference center. I can't risk her seeing me. Where's the other one?
And here's me thinking one of my spy models would have helped me.
Darn it, Flanagan. I told you to inform me if she left the presidential suite.
Oh, did she leave?
She's in the dining hall. Follow her and hide.
So that's an easy enough thing to do.
Claire, how are you? No, your brother just left to get groceries. Oh, she's just precious. Yes, she gets plenty of air. I'm making dinner now, but in about 15 minutes I'll take her outside and we'll go to the lookout by the lake. Yes, the lake that's by my house. How would that be dangerous? Don't worry, I won't let her get close to the railing. We'll just sit on a bench. Okay, I'll definitely tell him you called when he gets back.
Auntie Claire at it again with her strange way of thinking. Let's have a little peek on my sister. Suspect spy microphone. Ooh, spy microphone. Let's use it.
Flanagan, I told you to search the presidential suite for microphones, didn't I? And so I did, sir. But there weren't any. Do me a favor. Schedule an appointment with the CIA eye doctor, will you? Yes, sir. For who? Just do it. I have a feeling things are about to get dirty around here.
Right, we still haven't gotten close enough to Mum to take any pictures. And apparently we're going to use his mum's Mac makeup. That stuff
There's
isn't
still
cheap, boy.
something missing.
Well, it would seem they got that gas heater working again.
Jenny!
No!
My little sweet pea! Come on, sweetie. Time to wakey wakey. Who wants to go see the lake views? Come on, don't be a little sleepyhead. Or your Aunt Claire will never let us hear the end of it. You'll see. It's such a beautiful day out there. And when we get back, you'll have your bottle. You like that, don't you?
Close call.
Right, we must tail her. Let's go.
Sir, I scheduled that appointment with the eye doctor.
Okay. Alright, good Flanagan.
Are you following
Yeah.
the first lady,
Oh,
sir?
not
Glad
yet.
to
I
help,
need my
sir.
camo helmet
Not
first,
the
but I
shark
can't
is
find
still
it.
in the shed. Oh, I washed
I
it for you,
swear,
sir.
I don't know why certain
Who
people
left
are
it in the
even
hangar?
born.
By the tanks and motorcycles.
Well, I'm not entirely sure if the game purposely had 3 or 4 lines of dialogue overplaying itself, or if it's just fuzzing out on me. But it would stand to good reason if it was on purpose. It's only to further illustrate just how damaged Ed's mind really is. Right. Where are they? Ooh, they're probably up here by the benches.
That's the way to the lookout. The first lady's favorite spot.
But I can't risk going there without my camo helmet.
Without my beg your pardon? Let's check the treehouse. I suspect he's got all sorts of gumph in there. No, we can't check the... Okay. So we're looking for a helmet, apparently. So... where would one find that? Aha! There we go.
Flawless design brought to you by our chief engineer, Captain Samuel Franklin. Although, why is there no jungle camouflage on my jungle camouflage helmet, Flanagan? I removed it, sir. It was not aerodynamic, sir.
So unfortunately, not as covert as we would have liked. A bright orange bike helmet, but it's better than nothing.
Another great fix by our chief engineer, Captain Samuel Franklin.
Now, in the previous episodes, Ed recalled that he never rode his bike again. And now he's saying that Sam fixed it. So, which way round was it, huh?
Any updates on the First Lady's position, Flanagan? She crossed the Yellow Flowers track, and she's now in the lookout.
Okay, let's make our way over to the lookout and get some photographs.
I can't get any closer without jungle camouflage on my jungle camouflage helmet.
Well, ooh, let's stick some branches in it then. That should do it. Although now I just look like a deer. Okay.
No, wait. Yes, sir? The double agent is manipulating the First Lady. She's setting us up. Sir, she stole a microchip from my safe and is accusing me of leaving it for the KGB to find, and the First Lady's buying it. Now, if that's not suspicious activity.
Let's see, is there a zoom function here? Nope. Okay, so let's just get them into frame. There we go, that'll do. Oh, we can't get the baby's feet and the top of Mum's head all in the same photo. That's frustrating. Again, there are some inconsistencies.
Well, that's all, I guess. Shall we?
Because it was said previously that John's office became Jenny's bedroom. Not unless that just hasn't happened yet. Of course. Using the music to block out what he didn't want to hear.
Lieutenant Flanagan, we have a new mission. A KGB agent has infiltrated the presidential palace with a single goal: to drive a wedge between the president and the first lady, putting an end to a vital, long-standing alliance. But we won't let the KGB get away with it. We'll unmask the traitor and save our nation.
Okay, so not all was as it seemed, as we suspected. So we've already got the main objective done, we just need to find the secondary. Which is probably the figurine.
I know you found the missing figurine after all.
Mom will give it to me later. She'll be a bit angry.
You weren't obsessed with an entire verse, were you? Only with one sentence. Leave her, Johnny. Leave her.
Maybe.
Why don't you trust your sister, Jenny?
Because she takes up all of Mom's attention, and then she can't be with me or with Dad, and then Dad gets mad.
Oh, chestnuts, eh? Right, we will quickly try and uncover the treason segment. Aha! Well, what do you know? I mean, it was a bit careless, them showing up and doing that whilst Ed was still around. Not unless Maddie assumed that Ed went with John, but they were asking to get caught.
What did you think when the police officer arrived, Eddie?
That he was going to arrest someone for misbehaving. Yeah, or I don't know.
This would, of course, also explain why Nick has a bit of beef with Ed, because effectively Ed's the reason this all happened. Unbeknownst to him, of course. Right, and then there's one more thing to find. Let's examine myself.
Why are you taking those pictures, Ed?
Because things just used to be better.
Did they though? Did they really? I find that ever so hard to believe.
How did Jenny get a hold of that figurine?
Sometimes Dad sleeps in Mom and Dad's room in the morning or in the afternoon. And Mom comes and changes Jenny's diaper on my bed. So I go outside to play.
What did you think right there, Eddie?
That Jenny isn't bad. It's the police officer that's bad.
I mean, from a child's perspective, he's not entirely wrong. Yes, John is an asshole, and Maddie definitely needed to end her relationship with him, but unfortunately, a policeman getting involved with a married woman was never going to end well. Right, so we've hit the half an hour sort of mark, and we've come to the end of the hypnosis, and I think things are going to get real juicy from here on out. The pieces are all starting to fall together. Some of it was foreshadowed pretty heavily, so it's not all very surprising, but I reckon there's still some twists and turns yet to follow. So I will pause there for a moment. Hopefully this has been enjoyable so far. So if that is the case, be sure to give this video a little like, and if you're wanting to find out what happens next, be sure to come back for the next episode. Ciao!